Anyway, hello everybody and welcome back to This Woman is Practically a Telephone. After a few years of being a receptionist at the Academia, I've mesmerized the admissions brochure so thoroughly that I can recite it ad verbatim. As long as people come seeking to be educated and the Academia still exists, I'll never be done with work. Phew, I haven't had a normal conversation in a long time. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for your love and support for the Academia. Goodbye. Now you gotta say goodbye like the like the old AOL shit. Yeah, goodbye. Just about. Trying something different, trying not to always have it on the side or something. I can barely keep my eyes open. When will he stop? What's going on? Oh, because of somebody, I didn't get enough sleep. He's forcing me to spend too much time with him every night. It would be fine if we just got to the bar, but he just makes me listen to his gibberish by the side of the road. If I liked hearing other people read, I'd go to a lecture. Could it be he's insinuating I should read more? I didn't think it would be so tedious to date a bookworm. Well, you love somebody or you don't. Simple as that. Now we're getting back down. Treasure Street. What, did they put everyone important in the port town? Come on. Your home is just open? Hello, what can I do for you? Are you working? Correct. The Marmista and neighboring areas are under my jurisdiction. Don't be nervous, I primarily monitor the doctors and patients, so there is no inadvertent branch of confidentiality. The Academia distributes information on a need-to-know basis through the Akasha terminal, so extra weeks could cause unwanted problems. It would be great if you could work with our mandate and report anything unusual at once. God, I love this song. Are you a Mahamadan? What's the difference? If you are, just show proof and I'll carry out your orders. But if you are not, then please abide by the laws and do not think about making any trouble. It's all very simple. I don't accept ignorance as an excuse. Hello, do you need medicinal herbs? Medicinal herbs? My father was an herb farmer. After I survived a shipwreck, I came home to help grow herbs. I wasn't able to go to the sea due to the after effects of that shipwreck, so I reapplied for knowledge on growing herbs in the Akasha terminal. I survived only because of the immediate first aid. It was natural for me to support my father when he decided to provide herbs for medicine for free. If possible, I want to pass the examination to study medicine at the Academia.
I still have my son with me.
Thanks for saving my son, the great lord. About your son. My son was a fisherman, and his boat capsized while out at sea. He was about to die until the doctors saved him at the last second. Ever since then, I started providing free medicinal herbs to them. After all, we got was a small yard that didn't yield much, but we'd do anything we could help. You can just hear the bustling city life, yet there's, not that many people for it to be that loud. Wrong way. The doctor isn't meaning, Grandma. The shot she gave me hurt. No, she's not a meanie, but an agent from the greater lord. Lily is a unwell little tree, and she is nourishing you, little tree. I know she's good, so the doctor is good too. Yes, listen to her and you'll grow tall and strong. Otherwise, the Eremites will take you away for defying her. No, the ermites are scary. I don't want that. Blessings from the Dendro Archon. I hope all our patients will get well soon. Are you a doctor? I'm just an intern. I still have a lot to learn. It's both my job and wish to protect and help the weak. Stronger people are often under the spotlight, but medics should care more for weaker patients. Greater Reward might have the same vision as she led the researchers to build Armada. Researchers are the guardians of the body and the soul.
These are the only things that still...
Hello, please see Dr. Zakaria if you need any help. Tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. There's something funny about seeing the name Tamara. I'm just gonna give you a little insight that, you know what? Nah, keep it in the family. This is a funny little joke. I'm an intern, responsible only for patients' medical records. Anything else is out of my jurisdiction. Are there many sick people? Sorry, but per official orders, we cannot disclose patient information, including conditions and numbers. Please forgive me.
In which case...
Ouch. Are you hurting badly? It does hurt pretty bad, but I'm used to it. Even the best doctor couldn't do anything with my affliction, so I don't have any high hopes. Compared to gripping and living in fear, it's better to be upbeat and charitable. Get some rest. I appreciate your kindness, but life has to go on. I trade a few years of my life for not having to drink such bitter medicines every day.
Hello. Do you need help?
Hello, how can I help you? What is this place? The Barmanson provides free medical treatments from the academia to help the people. The doctors here are all researchers and students from the same institute. No matter how your social status, everyone can bask in the glow of the healing. The healing is what the sages realize with guidance from the gods. At least that's what's written in the doctor's manual. You son of a bitch. How dare you walk away from me like that?
Is this an answer from
Yeah,
this
that's not a
world?
voice I could use in any serious situation. Like, no, you can't do that. We can't destroy the world like this. Like, dude, no. I can't believe I failed her. No! Like, you couldn't do a serious voice like that. Hi, here for the fertilizer? Can you give me a name? Only those on the list can get it? Yes, I'm commissioned by the Academy of Researchers to allocate free fertilizer to farmers on the list. The Anahishan blessing is a union of the Dendro Archon's gift and the Sage's wisdom. It is very effective and easy to apply. As long as our farmers follow directions and use it regularly, they will be guaranteed a bountiful harvest. So they will. Okay, the issue now is getting to... I need to follow the road backwards, apparently. Because I've just basically come across the residential district, I guess this is. Big fish? Hello, what can I do for you? And you are? Hey, drink a little something, something. I'm the logistics officer for Citadel Rixar, responsible for the corpse of 30 supplies. Except for some mandatory academia assignments, I delegate tasks to Mr. Effendai. If someone were to help the corpse or residents nearby, I could pay forward that portion of the fund. Maybe too much studying makes one unable to speak plainly. Something on your mind? A little. It's not a big problem, but I'm still stressed. Like a few days ago, I heard some scholars in the tavern discussing something about a grand conservator. So I asked them how much conservation is grand conservation, and they didn't seem to understand what I was asking. I'm a trustworthy, battle-hardened veteran, yet the Chamdar has to bail me out every time I try to talk to a scholar. It's pretty embarrassing. Why Why is the woman called Swallow? Workrow has been wider with more dusk birds, but now that I need to take care of them, I also don't get to go home as often. Dusk birds. Dusk birds are usually used to carry messages. The essential for my job is a swallow messenger. While they're used to cut down the need for me to run errands, I now spend a lot more time in town. My home is Otto Village, which is a small settlement on the desert edge. How I long to visit Otto again. It feels like an eternity since I saw Candace. We've got a lot to catch up on. Such a life in the city. Stories about the rainforest and Vorchamdu Ruxa. About Ruxa. Ruxa is not only dependable, he's the youngest Vorchamder in corpse history. Supposedly he's from the rainforest, not the desert. You know how rare rainforest people are in the ranks of the Eremites? Much less a Parachamder. He's very impressive, getting along with not only the desert dwellers, but Academia researchers too. Maybe there's truth to the rumor that he was once a researcher himself. Oh, there you are! Greetings, welcome to the Citadel of Regazar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions? Yes! No! I am the liaison officer sent by the Academia to the Citadel of Regzar. The Citadel of Regzar is the gathering place of the Corpse of 30. Many of the Eremites come and go every day, but I mainly communicate with the Parchamdar and the logistics officer. The Parchamdar used to be a researcher, and the logistics officer is friendly too. Overall, everyone is communicative, and it's made my job easier. But the people of Corpse of 30 are still occupied by the commissions from the Academia, so I will post part of the commissions to the public. The logistics officer Eunice is also greatly in favor of this practice, and is willing to allocate a portion of their military supplies as payment. I am Asfund, advisor of the Citadel of Regzar. I am happy to answer any questions you may have. Hello. Greetings, this is the Citadel of Regzar, headquarters of the Corpse of 30, the Eremites that guard Sumeru City. I retired, but I have been asked by Luxar to be an advisor because I have served in both of the Corpse of 30 and other groups. If there are any unexpected conflicts, you can call on me to resolve them. I'm sorry, but I think I know his voice. Hello? And you are? I'm the Parchamdar for the Corpse of 30, in charge of the Eremites in Sumeru City. About the Corpse of 30. The Corpse of 30 is probably among the oldest Eremites in Sumeru. The name came from its 30 founders. We're currently responsible for Sumeru's defenses. Most attacks are signed by the Academia, in addition to those from civilians. Unlike other Eremites, its members wear a green scarf. Feel free to ask assistance for us in the town. But once you're out of town, watch out for all the other Eremites. Even if you're in Port Ormus, they might not have good intentions. Basically, there's just a bunch of good Eremites and a bunch of bad Eremites. I need to grab another water after this. Because that's all my water. And I will have nothing else to drink while doing all the talking. Should I check what's it? Can I? Man. What did I tell you about Sumeru and all its in places? Places like these. I've got some fine goods and intriguing stories for my guests if you're interested. Let's see it. It's hard to tell the true value of goods by looking at them, so this is all I can show you. Bro, you're useless. Let's hear it. The flower stands proudly on top of the hills in Weiwei, fluttering in the chilly wind up high. It's every bit as pale as the hair of the goddess who touched it. Extraordinary as is, it sells for only 80,000 mora. A jar of wine outlasting the years that was graced by the animal archon's humming. Drink it and you can chant melody poems. Stupendous as it is, it sells for only 200,000 mora. It sounds familiar, yet slightly different. It sounds like you don't believe me. Why don't you take this and contemplate? No matter. It is but a souvenir from my extensive collection. Not gonna read. Hello, looking to buy some spices. I also have 11 herbs. Whoa. Shit, let's do it. Buy everything. And you are? I am a spice merchant. I mainly provide locals with spices for their daily needs, but I also sell some spiced up side dishes. Some researchers come to personally to gather the spices. I even got a source for raw powder dishes through a friend in the Elamites. Come to me if you need some. I see someone's pretty well connected. You flatter me. It's just that I often send gifts to my guests when I first started out, so they were willing to tell others about my store to help my business. Business is all about treating people with sincerity, you know. Is this your first time here? Take these. I hope they can bring a different flavor to your table. I just love this background sound. Like, the stuff behind what you hear right now, just the background of the music, I love it. Would that be called the base of the music? Like the foundation of the song or something? I'd ask Winston. Is doing business really all that great? Perhaps. I don't get what the point of selling this useless, gaudy stuff is. Maybe that's because I'm a bumpkin from the desert. Besides, these city folk doing business don't look too happy to me either. 9 out of 10 people who come out of the exchange look miserable, and a 10th will be bawling their eyes out. I also hear that there are students who think they can make it big by ordering a few things. They come to try their luck but end up forking over a year's worth of living expenses. Don't be like them. If I could only break into the Leeway's market. What are you planning? It's about the toy trade. I hear that toys from Cesnaya sell very well in Leeway, and now I'm feeling some regret. If I could have seized the opportunity to bring my handmade toys to Leeway, they'd definitely be more popular now than anything from Cesnaya. What could a frigid place like that know about a child's heart? Grand Bazaar? I suggest you go to Jute's shop. Why's that? In Sumeru, spices are a must-buy, and Jute's the best spice store you can find around. Not only is the quality high, but the prices are very reasonable. He even sells the rare paradish. He also gives customers small gifts on occasion, so you definitely don't want to miss his store when you come to the Grand Bazaar. More wine and meat free for your worries. Of course you can't drink too much or you'll make your fool of yourself. And you are? I own a stall here selling drinks, snacks, and stuff like that. My food is reasonably priced, a proper choice for student meals, welcome parties, and team building alike. I even got the Mohammedan among my clients too. One brought a whole case of wine. Sounds like a heavy drinker. I actually have no idea what he does, but folks say he's a Mohammedan. He was tall and looked like a guy who could hold his drink, but I couldn't tell if he bought the wine for himself or for someone else. And then you hear in the distance, Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember, but where are those that share the memory? I wish I could have a good voice like him. I remember him murmuring something about one case should be enough for an apology as he carried the wine. Say, maybe you want to get someone drunk or say they'll forget his mistakes? Make a fool of myself? That's right. Now don't tell anyone, but this happened a few days ago. 2 groups of researchers were drinking in the tavern and they ended up fighting. You know those researchers are usually so reserved and polite, even eating roast meat with small bites, but they can also really go at it, huh? I think it was a fight over who was the best candidate for the Grand Conservator position. They started arguing, then fists flew, soon the matcha came down and took them all away. Looks like no matter how well read you are, you still succumb to a few glasses of alcohol, huh? I don't know what this song is, but we're changing the time of day, so it is daytime, so there's no point changing the time of day. I'd change it so it could calm the hell down. I wonder if my friends from when I was young are doing alright now. And you are? I'm just an old timer with too much free time on his hands. Not like before. I once crossed the rainforest in the desert when I was young. I adventured all over Tibet, saw plenty of things and made many of friends. But then I took an arrow to the knee. I didn't have much money then, so I couldn't repair that knee injury of mine. But what I did have was vigor and courage, so I still didn't care about my shot to the knee. Then I happened to dig up some treasure on one of my adventures. This was after I was shot in the knee. Some people said it was a fairy's treasure, while others said it was the legacy of the greater lord. I was just a kid when they didn't know any better, so I sold it to the highest bidder. Thanks to that income, I'm able to clothe and feed myself even in my old age. But it wasn't enough to fix my knee. You're friends from when you were young? I was an energetic and tireless adventurer in my youth. Before the knee injury, I may have gotten myself into my fair share of trouble, the knee, but that's also how I made friends. They did not have knee injuries. From that arrow that flung right for me. I remember that old roller would use things all over the place. I once lent him shoes, notebooks, and mountaineering pickaxes. I even lent him the arrow that was in my knee so he could shoot the boar. Before he lost them all, that is. And there was a chatterbox. Cyrus was his name. He had a booming voice, liked to go on, but would never listen to what anyone had to say. You mean Cyrus the Adventurer? Oh shit. I hear he's the branch master of Mondstadt's Adventurers Guild now, and that he's got a beautiful daughter. I suppose that means he's grown up a fair bit now too. When the first public performance debuts, I'll be the first one to buy a ticket. What a public performance? It's the new play Mr. Zimbardi's working on. Unsurprisingly, Miss Nilo will definitely be featured in it. Plays at Zubar, theatre never disappoint. Every time a new production is out, researchers all rush over and grab tickets. No matter what research they have, you should definitely check them out. I'm sorry, but those guys with those faces and that hair, they just gotta get the voices I'm giving them. Even after doing the calculations twice, I'm still coming up a little short. Something on your mind? Yes, I'm a logistics buyer for the Academia. I mainly purchase things like spices and blankets. I said I'm a buyer, but the reality is that most of my time working is spent on calculating prices and applying for budgets. The Academia wants to purchase these things? That's right. After all, researchers, students, and other staff all need to sleep and eat. The Academia may have a handle on knowledge, but they still depend on the people for production and need to purchase daily supplies from the private sectors on a regular basis. What are you trying to join me for, Yewan? I'm busy. However, the Academia also provides everyone with free healthcare, imparts knowledge though through Akasha Terminal, and supports the cost of holding necessary festival celebrations. And when will I be able to see Nilo perform again? About Nilo. Let me tell you, Zabar Theater's Nilo is the best dancer ever. It's beautifully, but Nilo is unique in the way she infuses emotions into her dance. It took me a long time to snap out of such a feeling after watching her performance. It's so... that feeling? Just like water. Huh, she is hydro. I mean, pure water can be shaped into different forms, boiled or frozen. If I wasn't assigned as a guard here, I would like to watch her perform every day.
I'm super awesome.
Great work! I'm done today. You have a lot of confidence in yourself. This isn't pride talking, it's a fact. At such a young age, I am already so capable I can support myself. I work for Miss Who, whatever that name is. I do the daily registration every day and get my pay at the end of the day. If I keep doing this, I'll get paid for life, and I can eat Uncle Lambad's fish rolls every day. Are the fish rolls good? I could eat them every day. You tell me if they're good or not. Try them yourself if you don't believe me. Lambad's original fish rolls will knock your socks off. Do you wear socks? That's very far-sighted. Of course, you may not know this, but the miss is a real genius. She was invited to study at the Academia. She rejected those block-headed adults, though. She said, and I quote, "Learning is no fun compared to making money." She told me that the biggest secret to building wealth is stay away from the commie exchange. A genius boss with a caring heart. I should have enough to last me for my life. Blanket shop owner. There's nothing wrong with loving money as long as you don't hurt anyone in the process. Wait. 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 Huh? I thought you was talking about the old lady. Oh my. This is a kid-ran shop? Okay. This much I understand. So, my customers don't need to worry about a thing when shopping here. And you are... I'm not just one of the best woolly blanket sellers, I'm the best wool blanket seller. Not only blankets, I will top the sales, be it toys, jewelry, or kitchenwares. Oh, but perhaps not books. This is Sumeru after all. No books? Yep, no books. I'm a law-abiding citizen, so even if smuggling knowledge could make me rich, I still wouldn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. After all, you can't keep making money when you're pushing up daisies. Besides, making money is easy. Even with half my talent, you should still be able to make as much as Homoyana's. If the Academia could have an argument to get me to enroll that was half as convincing as my own sales pitch, I wouldn't have turned them down on the spot back then. Stuff. Hello, if you are here for an interview, I'll have to refuse. And you are? I'm a playwright and manager. I run the theater in this tree hall. In addition, I also do some composing, choreography, and stage design and action direction. It's a small trope. Pretty much everyone, other than Kurosho, wears several hats. So it isn't about anything important. I'll have to ask that you not bother the staff here, including myself. About Kurosh. Him. He's a man of mediocre talent. His movements on stage are stiff and his singing is less than tuned than swoops. His only strength is his determination. To this day, he still hasn't given up on his job as an actor. I'm a person with high standards, but I don't give up on persistent students. As long as he can still accept criticism, I'll continue to instruct him. After all, I can expect everyone to be as gifted as Nilo. That reminds me, I still have more to discuss with him regarding the lines of the new script. Alright, he's not that much of an asshole then. Hello. It isn't showtime right now, and it's messy around here. Please mind your head and feet. And you are? I'm a prop engineer for the theater. Other than designing and making props, I also maintain the venue. How's work? Mr. Zubar is very strict about every aspect of a performance, so I always worry that I'm not good enough. Are the props attractive enough? Is every detail the best it can be? Do the mechanisms operate smoothly? I think hard about these things daily. Sometimes this is enough for me to get the urge to join Kashawar. Some Kashawar regulars are on good terms with me as well. But then I give that up. It's not if I was building a real palace or anything. Rest assured. If only I could be as open-minded as you are. It all comes down to the fact that I'm so attached to this theater, and that I have certain demands on myself. Anyway, thank you for comforting me. Here are some leftover rocks from what we've made props with. They're quality rocks. Please, take them. Huh. The manager scolded me again today. Are you alright? Not really, but... oh, I'm used to it. It's practice, but lessons from Mr. Shepard and more practice. Rinse and repeat. I thought about giving up, but then I remembered how despite all the criticisms, Mr. Sevanova told me to quit. That means there's still hope for me, right? But have I made any progress? Swoof. Woof. I would like to become a dancer as good as Nemo when I grow up. About dancing. Why won't Dad let me learn how to dance? He said dancing was looked down upon in Sumeru. To live a better life, I should go to the school instead of learning how to dance. But Nemo is good at dancing, and everybody loves her so much. Is success at school more desirable than being a good dancer? He probably doesn't want his daughter being ogled. About Nilo. I love Nilo. She's so gorgeous and her voice is so melodious. And her dance is stunning. Every time I see Nilo, she would smile and let me touch the jewelry on her head.